Hey guys, hope you all are good and fine. Welcome back to the channel 2C Mansugolu. So today we are starting a poem named In Memoriam by Alfred Tennyson. Alfred Tennyson was an English poet. He was the poet laureate during reign of Queen Victoria's reign and remains one of the most popular British poets. In 1829, Tennyson was awarded the Chancellor's Gold Medal at Cambridge for one of his first pieces, Timbuktu. Introduction of the poem. In Memoriam was written by the poet to mourn his friend's death. Darwin's theory of origin of species in 1853 gave a blow to man's faith in God. It was the poet's belief that only faith in the divine could save human beings from fear, doubt, sorrow, and suffering which troubled them. Let's have a look on the poem. Oh, yet we trust that somehow good will be the final goal of ill. To pangs of nature, sins of will, defects of doubt, and taints of blood. That nothing walks with aimless feet, that not one life shall be destroyed, or cast as rubbish to the void, when God hath made the pile complete. That not a worm is cloven in vain, that not a moth with vain desire is shriveled in a fruitless fire, or but serves another's gain. Behold, we know not anything. I can but trust that good shall fall. At last, far off, at last, to all, and every winter changed to spring. So runs my dream, but what am I? An infant crying in the night, an infant crying for the light, and with no language but a cry, the wish that of the living whole no life may fail beyond the grave, derives it not from what we have, the likest God within the soul. Are God and nature then at strife, that nature lends such evil dreams, so careful of the type she seems, so careful of the single life? That I, considering everywhere her secret meaning in her deeds, and finding that of 50 seeds, she often brings but one to bear. I falter where I firmly trod, and falling with my weight of cares upon the great world's altar stairs that slope through darkness up to God. I stretch lame hands of faith and grow, and gather dust and chaff and coal to what I feel is Lord of all, and faintly trust the larger hope. By Alfred Tennyson. Summary of the poem. The poet is very much disturbed at the new scientific discoveries of his age. Modern science says that nature acts on the principle of the survival of the fittest. But the poet has faith in the goodness of God. He thinks that all the evils will end one day. Goodness will prevail in the world. Man is surrounded by sins and evils. He suffers from pain and grief because of his animal nature and evil desires. He suffers for the sins committed by him knowingly. His mind is full of doubts and fears. He is weak and imperfect. He has inherited evil from his forefathers. Despite all this, the poet trusts in the goodness of God. Nothing in the universe is aimless. It has been made by God to fulfill some purpose. Everything is working for some purpose. Nothing exists without some noble aim. Even the death of a small creature is not useless. God has a noble purpose in the creation of this universe. That purpose is being fulfilled by the life and death of living creatures. No life created by God goes waste. Not even a worm dies in vain. Even the smallest creature has to play some role in the scheme of the universe. A moth by burning in the light of a lamp also serves some useful purpose. It is hoped that somehow good will be the final goal of ill. He believes that all evils will end, goodness will prevail in the world. He is sure that the days of trouble will change into days of joy. It is expected that everything will be alright in the end. He is only a helpless human being. He is like an ignorant child crying at night. He is surrounded by darkness on all sides. He knows nothing. He does not understand the secret or mysteries of the universe. He cries for light. He wants to be guided by God. Only then he will understand anything. Every man wishes to be immortal. The desire takes its birth from the divine right of man. People think that they will become immortal. This is so because they have the divine spirit. There seems to be a clash between God and nature, but this universe is a creation of God. In the scheme of the universe of God, not a single life goes waste. On the contrary, nature seems to be indifferent to the individual life. It does not care for the individual, it cares only for the class and the race. The poet has studied nature everywhere. He has tried to find out the laws that lie behind the behavior of nature. He has seen that out of 50 seeds, only one grows and the rest perish. The poet has been taught to believe in the kindness of God, but the scientific discoveries have shaken his faith in God. He believed once that God is merciful, but science has now shown that the universe is ruled by cruel laws. These are not kind of laws, so it has become difficult for him to have faith in God. His faith in God now is not as strong as it was before. He feels like falling on the path to the house of God. The poet stretches his weak hands in prayers toward God. He finds his faith full of doubts created by modern science. He fails to find any logical explanation in spite of his faith. He prays to God for help. He is sure that God will help him and also save all. Thank you guys. This was all for the day. Hope you like this video. Do like, share and subscribe the channel.